Kia ora koutou, everyone. Thank you, Jordan, and thank you, Sarah, for firstly inviting me to present and share with you today. And thank you to everyone for also attending and being here. So as Jordan has mentioned, I'm Kelly Stevens from the Yoobee Colleges group, and I serve as Head of Learner Success. Today, I'll be talking to you with how we put guided pathways into action at Yoobee Colleges. To ensure students have a successful pathway as an organisation, we first needed to know what should a guided pathway look like, and how do we communicate this to our staff to ensure a successful pathway for our students. So we approached this through creating a nurture map, which became the foundation for our guided pathways. These initiatives keep our students on track from the start to the end of their journey with us. And we consider these initiatives essential to our organisation and student success. Before I delve into the details of the Nurture Map and the two initiatives I've noted on the slide here, I'd like to start by highlighting the primary focus of the Nurture Map. The primary focus of the Nurture Map is to provide a holistic view of the student experience, to identify potential pain points or areas for improvement, and to enhance the overall student success and satisfaction whilst they study with us. It's a valuable tool for our organisation, all staff and students, to help navigate the tertiary education system, whilst offering support to students throughout their academic and personal growth journey. There are 5 key phases that we considered. Phase 1 is entry phase, and this phase encompasses the initial steps a student undergoes when joining an educational institute, such as applications, enrolments, and orientation sessions. Phase 2 is academic progression. So this phase revolves around the student's academic journey. It involves attending classes, completing assignments, and participation. Followed by phase 3, which is support services. Throughout the pathway, students can access various support services, such as counselling, career guidance, and academic advice. The next phase is skill development. Students participate in workshops, skill building sessions, and these are aimed at enhancing practical skills, their knowledge, and employability. The last phase being transition and completion. This phase involves preparing students for their transition into employment or higher education. So now I'll take you through a look at a visual outline of our Nurture Map. So this is our Nurture Map. It involves collaboration across multiple departments, showing a clear overview of responsibility and timely intervals when these activities should take place. What we've found over time is that a large pain point for many students is actually pre-day 1. And the most important stage for bonding forms is orientation to day 8. And this is critical for the students to have a sense of belonging. There is, of course, additional tasks and responsibilities that get carried out alongside what you can see. But these are the essential steps for retention and staircasing to graduation. I'm also very happy after the presentation if anyone would like any further information on the Nurture Map. Now I'm going to zoom in on one of the initiatives within the Nurture Map, and we call this Q Time. So the purpose of Q Time is threefold. Also, the model that you can see, we use an acronym called AID. So A is aspirations and goals, I is interpersonal connections, and D is derailers and barriers. Simple, right? Their initial step involves a discussion with the student to understand their career goals and mutually decide on a route to reach those objectives. Questions might be asked such as, what specific field are you aiming to enter after obtaining your qualification? What kinds of organisations are you attracted to? Additionally, what locations are you considering, such as nearby, relocating within New Zealand, or perhaps abroad? These career aspirations are regularly revisited during subsequent Q times. The next aspect involves establishing a platform for the tutor to develop a strong and trustworthy bond with the student through getting acquainted with them. As we know, a positive tutor-student relationship fosters development for improved social-emotional skills in a student and also leads to enhanced academic achievement. The third step involves addressing any present or upcoming obstacles that could hinder the student's progress towards their goals. This entails assisting the student to devise solutions to these challenges. The chosen solution is then reviewed at subsequent Q-time sessions, possibly even earlier. And we do this to assess whether the solution has actually been effective in resolving the issue. Additionally, tutors monitor the student's academic achievement and offer guidance when needed. Q-time is carried out every 6 weeks and can take place in a group or individually, depending on the learner's preference. Let's move to the next initiative, which focuses on individual learning needs. So our approach to supporting disabled learners focuses on individual learning needs. We gently introduce all learners to the learner success coordinators within each campus. This provides an informative session for the students to understand what individual support is available. This introduction occurs during orientation from day 1 to day 8 and again at Q time. This multiple approach gives students the opportunity to become familiar with student success coordinators and allows the opportunity to ask any questions before they decide if they actually want to share individual learning needs or request additional support. For example, if a student hasn't established a connection with a person or has a negative experience in the past, they may feel reluctant to share this information. The benefit of the needs assessment helps to assist with alternative arrangements for the learners if needed. It supports motivation and it empowers them to take charge of their own learning journey, and it fosters a sense of responsibility and confidence. Additionally, these assessments can provide provisions for assistive technology, counselling, support groups, and access to sensory spaces. The types of questions we might ask include, what learning support tools or techniques have you used in the past? Did you have a favourite teacher? And if so, what was it about their class that made it memorable? What motivates you to do your best? What behaviours might we observe if you're feeling distressed? This strategy has been highly successful, and we can already see a notable rise in self-disclosures and students accessing support services in 2024. I would now like to end my presentation today by sharing the words from a disabled student last year. Whilst her words were brief, they were very moving and powerful. Her words were, "Finally, someone has asked me what I need. I feel heard." Well, everyone, I hope this has been helpful and prompts reflection within your own organisation and to your approach on guided pathways. Please reach out to me if you'd like any further information. Thank you.